Microphone. Bear with me a second. Oh yes, we have got a microphone. For a second there I thought our microphone was not working, but apologies. Good evening. It's 6 o'clock. It's Saturday the 15th of June, and welcome to our Saturday evening news programme. And in the news this week, Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre, also known as Wyke, is celebrating 60 years of improving the lives of Dorset children and young people, with a special open day in July with lots of activities on offer. Over the past 60 years, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of children have been introduced to a brilliant range of outdoor education thanks to the centre based in Weymouth. Kayaking, rock climbing, coast-steering and paddleboarding are just a few of the activities the centre can offer. Beyond offering high adrenaline activities, the Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre prides itself on fostering a love of the beautiful coastline that the activities take place on. The staff at the Education Centre are passionate about teaching more than outdoor skills, but also soft skills such as emotional resilience, overcoming fear and boosting self-confidence. William Lawrence started the Activity Centre 50 years ago and has stayed on as an instructor ever since. He said, "I feel very fortunate that my brother and I found the centre all those years ago. I started kayaking and found a great bunch of people who helped me improve and gave me the confidence to try other things." Schools from across Dorset have benefited from the centre, with many opting to take their students along for away days. As well as school trips, the centre also offers holiday clubs, parties and even short breaks for carers. To celebrate the 60th anniversary celebrations, the Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre is hosting an open day on the 29th of July, running from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Anyone can attend, paying just £5 to take part in a whole host of taster sessions, including rock climbing, archery and indoor tunnelling. To find out more, search for Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre on Google, and you will find out everything you need to know there. Now get ready to enjoy the spectacular 2024 Sunflower Trails at Maiden Castle Farm and all the other sunflower events being planned in and around Dorchester this summer. All the fundraising events, as usual, will be supporting Dorset County Hospital, and this year it's the Emergency and Critical Care Appeal. The sunflower seeds have been planted, now it's time to watch them grow and look forward to experiencing the beautiful sunflower trails and displays. This year the Sunflower Trails will be complemented by a range of additional events and activities at the Maiden Farm site and around Dorchester Town Centre. One major new feature around the sunflowers themselves will be an early evening run through the sunflower fields and around Maiden Castle. With a choice of 5 kilometres and 10-kilometre routes, visitors will be able to stay and watch the runners as they complete their race. Another exciting new event is the new art competition. 4 categories of painters will be encouraged to take part, from experts to under-16s, who will find a suitable location to set up their equipment, then paint or draw their impressions of the sunflowers to be later judged by a small panel. Hazel Hoskins of Maiden Castle Farm said, "We'll have to wait and see what the weather brings before we can provide the exact dates for the Sunflower Trail to open. But keep an eye on our website so that you can book your tickets early as soon as they go on sale. We're keeping the price the same as last year, just £5 per person. We'll also have activities for children to take part in as they explore the trails." Now, to keep your eye out for further information, the website you want is www.maidencastlefarm.co.uk/sunflower-trail. www.maidencastlefarm.co.uk/sunflower-trail. Now, Dorset is gearing up for the general election on July the 4th, just 3 weeks away, well, less than 3 weeks away now. And if you're unsure about voter registration, postal and proxy votes, and voter ID, Dorset Council have all the information you need. Just search for Dorset Council Elections and Voting, and that will take you to a website where everything you need to know is going to be displayed. Now, the official writs have been delivered to all local authorities across the UK representing the 650 constituencies that will sit at the new Westminster Parliament once elected. The election includes members of Parliament for 5 UK parliamentary constituencies, covering the Dorset Council area, which is Christchurch, Mid Dorset and North Poole, North Dorset, West Dorset, and of course the one that we sit in down here in Wyke, Regis and Weymouth, South Dorset. Each constituency is represented by one Member of Parliament. The candidates nominated are published on the Dorset Council website, and again you can see those if you go to the website, but Dorset Council do not provide statements or election material about candidates standing for election. Now, if you want to find out more about each of the candidates that are standing, there is a website called Who Can I Vote For? And if you go to the Who Can I Vote For, you put in your postcode, it tells you what constituency you are in and who you can vote for, and it tells you more about them and gives links to their website. So the website is www.whocanivotefor, and that's for FOR.co.uk. And now, if you're in doubt about whether you need to register to vote, or you have any questions about applying for postal or proxy votes, or the free voter ID, you can contact Dorset Council's Electoral Services team, either by phoning them on 01305 838 299, that's 01305 838 299, or you can email them at elections@dorsetcouncil.gov.uk. That's elections@dorsetcouncil.gov.uk. As part of its commitment to regenerating Weymouth's waterfront economy, Dorset Council has acquired 2 key brownfield parcels of land to the west of the marina in Weymouth. The 2 sites at Westway and Newstead Road are now under council ownership following a successful bidding process. Part of the land is the site of the former gasworks. Importantly, these 2 prime development sites, comprising around 3 acres, bring together an enviable portfolio of 3 other key sites surrounding the harbour, including North Quay, Weymouth Bowl and the Peninsula. Levelling up funding of £19.5 million was awarded to the council in January 2023 based on its ambition to regenerate Weymouth's waterside economy. The successful acquisition of these 2 additional sites will help the council realise its aspirations, subject to securing planning permission to redevelop. Dorset Council's Corporate Director for Assets and Regeneration, Tim Hoodham, said, "The successful purchase of these brownfield sites is a real milestone on our journey to regenerating the town. Weymouth is already a fantastic place and is home to many attractive and unique features, but we recognise that it does need investment to create a more diverse, thriving town. The addition of these prime development sites to our property portfolio will help us to achieve that, as collectively they will act as a catalyst to attract future investment and boost economic productivity." Now we move to this week's appeals from Dorset Police. Police officers are appealing for witnesses or anyone with information to come forward after a man was assaulted in Weymouth. Dorset Police received a report at 1:54 a.m. on Wednesday the 29th of May that a man aged in his 30s had been assaulted in the underpass by Western Bridge. It was reported that the victim had been jabbed with a fork by another man and had sustained cuts to his ear, shoulder and arm. He was taken to hospital for treatment. Police Constable Harry Chaplin of Weymouth Police said, "We are continuing to investigate this incident and I am keen to speak to any witnesses or anyone who was in the area of Western Bridge during the early hours of Wednesday the 29th of May and saw anything suspicious." Next, police officers are also investigating an indecent exposure incident in Weymouth and are appealing for witnesses. It was reported that between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Thursday the 6th of June, a group of 3 teenagers witnessed a man exposing himself on the footpath that runs behind the Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre between Newstead Road and Chickerell Road. The man is described as white, around 60 years old, 5 feet 5 inches tall and of medium build with balding grey hair. He was wearing a red tracksuit top with black details on it, black tracksuit bottoms and thin framed glasses. Another one from Dorset Police. They're appealing for witnesses or anyone with information to come forward as they investigate the report of threatening behaviour in Weymouth. It's reported that between 9:20 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. on Thursday the 13th of June, a man made verbal threats of violence towards a woman in the Aldi supermarket car park. In the Aldi supermarket, not in the car park, in Link Park in Chickerell. The man is described as 5 feet 8 inches tall and of stocky build, and he was wearing a grey tracksuit and white baseball cap. Police Constable Sam Welch of Weymouth and Portland Police said, "We know that the supermarket was busy at the time of the incident, so we are appealing to witnesses or anyone with relevant information to come forward and assist with our inquiries." Now, if you can help with any of those incidents, Dorset Police would like to hear from you. As ever, the contact number is 101. Or if you wish to give information anonymously, you can do this via the Crime Stoppers charity on 0800 555 111. That's 0800 555 111. Now, a free training programme has been relaunched to recruit an army of special advisors who can help Dorset's digitally excluded residents get online. Open to any organisation in Dorset which works directly with residents, the Embedded Digital Champion programme trains people who can champion online services to their users and customers. The Dorset Council-run courses has already trained 1,200 of the county's frontline workers, and it's now been relaunched as a partnership with Barclays Digital Wings. Organisations across Dorset are being encouraged to find out how this course can help their staff and volunteers to become digital champions. The Embedded Digital Champion training provided by Barclays Digital Wings is done completely online and can be undertaken in a time frame that suits individual participants. It follows the National Essential Digital Skills Framework and will help participants improve their own digital skills while also giving them the tools needed to help their customers access online services. Any organisation or frontline worker that would like to find out more about the Embedded Digital Champion training course can email EDC, that's EDC, at dorsetcouncil.gov.uk. Dorset, let's get the picture up, there we go. Dorset Museum and Art Gallery is excited to announce that Lord Fellows of West Stafford, the multi-award winning screenwriter, actor, novelist and director, will be presenting himself for election as president of the Dorset Natural History and Archaeological Society this autumn. The Society is immensely grateful to Lady Susan Bradbury, who is standing down after 10 years, having overseen a programme of critically acclaimed exhibitions and the reopening of the newly transformed museum in 2021. Bringing decades of experience from the forefront of the British and international art scene, Lord Fellows is a long-time resident of Dorset and has been a supporter of and generous donor to the museum and art gallery for many years. Lord Fellows will be president of an organisation with over 1,000 members whose core purpose is to collect, preserve, research and exhibit objects relating to the culture of Dorset. The position of president was once held by Thomas Hardy, and the society has been in existence since 1928 with the merging of two separate support groups, the Field Club and the Museum Society. The running of the museum and art gallery is this organisational way has been in place for as far back as 1875. In the coming years, Dorset Museum and Art Gallery will be continuing the exciting exhibition programme, including an exhibition of gladiators in Britain in partnership with the British Museum, planned for 2025. Speaking ahead of the appointment, Lord Fellows said, "I am both delighted and extremely honoured to be put forward for this role. The museum has grown and developed during my time here, so I have been able to witness its transformation into the marvellous place it is today. In fact, I have lived in the county for long enough to know that the combination of its natural evolution from its Jurassic beginnings combined with the role in the history of our country makes it unique. The thought of being a custodian for its past, its present and its future fills me with joy." From Wednesday the 12th to Thursday the 27th of June, so actually it started, so running through to the 27th of June, Durlston Country Park's Fine Foundation Gallery will welcome artists Julia Polonsky and Julia Herring with their exhibition Rooted in Nature. The exhibition will be open daily from 10:30 to 5 p.m, with work on show and for sale inspired by the natural world and how humans connect and experience it. With their work, the artists want to evoke a feeling of the sensory elements within nature. Imagery will explore the connection with natural elements, highlight relationships to nature through texture, patterning and design. The exhibition will explore how a personal collection of natural objects can have a deeper meaning and draw themselves to the artist and inspire more thought into what can be observed and appreciated. Excuse me. Julia Herring said, my work in this exhibition is dedicated to my late parents. They gave me a wonderful childhood and brought my attention to nature, opening my eyes to explore and enjoy all of the beauty around me. As we say, the exhibition is open daily 10:30 to 5 p.m. through to the 27th of June, and more information is available on www.durlston, that's durlston.co.uk. Weymouth Town Council is gearing up for a bumper armed forces weekend between Friday the 21st of June and Monday the 24th of June. And here's some of the things that are coming up. On Friday the 21st of June at the Jubilee Clock from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. There will be an armour and embarkation military vehicle group kickstart. Will kickstart the weekend with a fantastic convoy of World War II military vehicles, which will park up on the promenade at the Jubilee Clock on Weymouth's iconic seafront. So you can come and view the vehicles, take photos, ask questions, and just have a look around and immerse yourself in a World War II vehicle experience. On Saturday the 22nd of June on the Pavilion forecourt from 10 a.m. to 2:30 there will be the arrival of the Dorset Military Vehicle Association, who will then parade their historic military vehicles on the Pavilion forecourt and come along and watch the historic vehicles leave the forecourt at around 12:30 and give them a cheer as they parade along the esplanade. There will also be various charity and awareness stalls set up along the esplanade throughout the day. There will be bands playing on the forecourt as well, including the Decadettes, the South Wales Police Band, who will be playing at various times during the day. Sunday the 23rd of June sees a service for veterans at the Cenotaph on the seafront at 11 a.m. opposite the Prince Regent Hotel. The open air service is for veterans and anybody else that wants to join them, and this will be followed by a parade along the seafront with marching bands and military vehicles. Throughout the afternoon there will be entertainment including marching band performances, a display of historic vehicles along the seafront, including some on the beach opposite Alexandra Gardens. And basically it all wraps up on Monday the 24th of June with a flag raising ceremony outside the Weymouth Town Council offices at the new Town Hall in Commercial Road, Weymouth. Now, there will be some road closures in effect over the weekend to allow for the vehicles, etc., and the parades, so do watch out for the signs and the advance notifications of that. If you want more notification about what's going on at the event and those road closures, do pop along to the Weymouth Town Council website, where you will find everything you need. And finally, in tonight's headlines, this coming week is International Refugee Week that runs through to the 23rd of June. It's a worldwide celebration of the contributions, creativity and resilience of refugees and people seeking sanctuary. This year marks the event's 26th anniversary with the theme of Our Home. Through art, sport, cultural activities, Refugee Week 2024 hopes to promote a shared understanding and compassion. This week also encourages understanding around some of the reasons people have had to leave their home countries and the challenges they face when seeking safety. Now, there are about 1,500 refugees living in Dorset. The majority are from Ukraine, but we also have refugees who have come from Afghanistan, including those who served alongside our armed forces. Also from Syria and other war-torn countries who have fled due to persecution in their own countries. The majority have resettled in Dorset as part of the UK resettlement scheme, which offers a safe and legal route to vulnerable refugees in need of protection. Most of the refugee families have been through great hardship, and settling in a new country is a huge challenge for most. Now, one of those is Mariana Dobzisk, probably got her surname wrong, who's 36, and she's a journalist from Ukraine before the war, and she's actually been staying in or was staying in Wyke, Regis when she first came here, and I had the pleasure of meeting Mariana in the early days that she was here with her children. She lives with her 2 children in Weymouth and works as a refugee project officer for charity Help and Kindness. She said, before the war we had a very good life in Ukraine. We lived in Zaporizhzhia region, which is now 80% occupied by Russia. I was working as a journalist. We liked to spend time with our family and friends. The kids enjoyed their childhood. We travelled a lot in Ukraine. It's a very beautiful country with good infrastructure and places to visit. It's not been easy to leave everything behind, including my family, my job and my home. I have family and friends, including my mother, still in Ukraine. My grandmother passed away recently, which was also difficult, as I was unable to go to her funeral. What Russians are doing to our people and our land is terrible, but we hope that with the help of the international community, we will win this war soon. Of course, I miss my homeland, and once the war is over and it's safe to return, we will do so. I want to be part of rebuilding Ukraine and have a future there, but whilst the war continues, I'm grateful for our safe haven in Weymouth. This Refugee Week is about extending warmth and hospitality beyond our homes, making neighbourhoods and communities feel more welcoming. Celebration kicks off on Monday, that's the 17th of June, with a global cafe where refugees are welcome to a cultural event sharing food from different nations. And that's from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. at St Mary's Church in Weymouth. The Dry Dock in Weymouth will also be hosting a variety of events throughout the week, including music workshops, theatre performances and exhibitions. A football tournament and family event time takes place at Redlands Community Sports Centre next Saturday, the 22nd of June, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the Red Brick Cafe in Bridport is offering a night of Ukrainian cuisine on Saturday, the 22nd of June, from 6 p.m. Find out more about all of these events that are happening. You can go to the Help and Kindness website, and that's helpandkindness.co.uk. Now that's the end of our headlines this week, and in this week's programme we now go over to our regular contributor Andrew Wright for this week's film review and preview.
I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, the newest Pixar film, Inside Out 2, arrives in cinemas as a sequel to 2015's Inside Out. The film stars Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith and Lewis Black reprising their roles from the first film, with actors Tony Hale, Lisa Lapira and Maya Hawke joining the cast of this film. The film revolves around the emotions of a girl named Riley, as it did in the first film. But in this film, she's going through puberty, and so new emotions start popping up, like anxiety, embarrassment, ennui. And these new emotions stage a coup d'etat against the emotions from the previous films of joy, sadness, anger, disgust, fear. So far, the film has received good reviews from critics. I haven't looked any in detail; they're just sort of flashed up. And the film is projected to help the box office rebound that Bad Boys has started. I'm seeing the film this weekend, so stay tuned for my review. It'll be next week. This week saw the release of the biopic Ferrari on home media. The film is adapted from a biography and revolves around the personal and professional struggles of Enzo Ferrari, the founder of the famous Italian sports car maker, during the summer of 1957. The film stars Adam Driver as Ferrari alongside Penelope Cruz and Shailene Woodley. Now, I was looking forward to this film because I'm a racing fan. I like Formula One. And I like the film Ford v Ferrari. I thought that was a really great film. And I have to say, I was disappointed with this film, Ferrari. Adam Driver gives an unexpectedly good performance, and the cinematography was good. But this film just has no coherent narrative. It's just a collection of bits, like a YouTube compilation video. So I was quite disappointed. I gave the film 3 stars out of 5. It's currently streaming on Sky Cinema under the Sky Original banner. as well as now having a DVD, Blu-ray and 4K release. So I hadn't seen it on Sky Cinema, I only watched it now when it's come to Blu-ray. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I'll be reviewing Inside Out 2, because I'm seeing it this weekend, so I'll be reviewing it next week, and I'll be reviewing the home video release of the Sydney Sweeney horror movie Immaculate. She's become quite famous over the last couple of years. Now back to Gary in the studio.
Thank you very much for that, Andrew, and we'll be back with Andrew next week. It's now time to go to the Met Office for the weekend weather forecast, and this week we are joined by Honor Krisick.
Hello there. Well, it is going to be a little bit warmer this weekend, but plenty of rain and showers around, so not quite time to put away the raincoat just yet. As we head into this afternoon, there's going to be plenty of sunny spells and showers. Fairly brisk winds across the south, which means the showers are going to move through fairly quickly. So a few more sunnier spells here. But across the north, parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, the showers a bit more slow moving, heavy at times, with a risk of thunder and lightning, where we do have a Met Office yellow weather warning issued. Temperatures, though, a slight improvement compared to the week, particularly across the southeast, where we could see highs of 19, maybe even 20 Celsius here. But elsewhere, temperatures around about average for the time of year. Now, through into the evening, we will continue to see those showers spread across the country, with those longer spells of rain starting to sink their way southwards into northern parts of Scotland, where this could still be a little bit heavy at times. Those brisk winds will begin to ease across the south, but across the northwest of Scotland, those brisk winds continuing. A large amount of cloud around overnight too, which means a fairly mild night on offer. So for the second part of the weekend then, another unsettled day, plenty of sunny spells and showers once again across most of the country, and those outbreaks of rain moving their way southwards across Scotland and into parts of Northern Ireland. So it should break up fairly nicely into the afternoon, and there should be a few more of those sunny spells in between those showers by the time we reach the afternoon. So a little bit more sunshine on offer, those temperatures improving once again across the southeast, highs of 21, maybe even 22 in those prolonged sunnier spots. But once again, elsewhere, those temperatures are around about average for the time of year. And don't forget, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel for any further weather updates. Bye for now.
Thank you very much, Honor, for that, the national weekend weather forecast. We now go over to see what the weather has in store for us here locally. Well, getting a bit warmer. Thundery possibilities over this weekend, as we've just seen on the national weather forecast, but hopefully not too much rain, and those thundery storms returning towards the end of the week again. Now turning to our What's On section. Firstly, looking at Weymouth Pavilion. Big Girls Don't Cry on the 20th of June. Rumours of Fleetwood Mac, 26th of June. A Country Night in Nashville on the 4th of July. Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, the 11th of July. 14th of July, the Beach Boy Tribute Show. And 25th of July, the Magic of Motown. So that's just a selection, and that is just a small selection of some of the things happening at Weymouth Pavilion. There literally is something there every day, and some days more than one thing, and lots of choice. So, you know, there is something for everyone. So do pop along to their website at weymouthpavilion.com, or give the box office a ring on 01305 783 225. The Noth Fort coming up the weekend of 22nd and 23rd of June, World War II weekend at the Fort. Acoustics on the Terrace, I think that's acoustic guitar music, on the 7th of July. Victorian weekend at 20th and 21st of July, and Pause for Fort on the 29th of September. Again, more details on those and other things happening at the Noth Fort at www.nothfort.org.uk. Turning to Arts Reach, things happening across Dorset, and we're just touching again on a few of the things from Arts Reach. Do look at their website, which I'll give you in a minute, for their full programme. 16th of June, Sherlock and Watson and Murder in the Garden at Winterbourne Stickland. 30th of June, Hansel and Gretel Opera in a Box, Lich at Matravis. 1st of August, Love Riot at Ibberton Village Hall. 8th of August, The Storied End Adventures in Storyland at Lytton Cheney Community Hall. More information on these and all the other events from Arts Reach on their website at artsreach.co.uk. Weymouth Drama Club will be performing the comedy Delilah Swim Club at the Bay Theatre, Weymouth College, from the 27th to the 29th of June. It's a play set in the US and tells the story of 5 women who, in their college swim team, end up forging a friendship that spans decades. Tickets are £17.50 each, and the box office number is 0333 666 3366. That's a good number, isn't it? 0333 666 3366. Abbotsbury and Portisham, the villages, are celebrating their millennium this year. Both were granted as manors in 1024 by King Canute. If you didn't know that, there we go. 1,000 years ago, King Canute granted Abbotsbury and Portisham to be manors. There will be a host of events to mark the millennium in the villages and to reflect on not just 1,000 years ago, but the villages through the ages. This weekend, there will be open gardens in the villages, and more events are planned later this month and throughout July and throughout the rest of the year, running through towards Christmas. There is a special website for the millennium for Abbotsbury and Portisham, and you can find out more about what's going on in the villages on that website, and it's a nice, easy website to remember. It's www.map24.org. That's MAP24.org. MAP24.org. Really nice, easy website to remember there. Finally, turning to church services this weekend in Wyke, Regis, 8 a.m. communion at All Saints Church, 9:30 communion at All Saints Church, and 11 o'clock service at St Edmund's, Weymouth tomorrow. Now, the only thing it reminds me to tell you is that our quiz programme is on this evening at 7:30. It's free, it's family friendly and suitable for all the community if anyone would like to join us. You'll be made most welcome. We're there every Saturday night at 7:30. And that really brings us to the end of this week's programme, other than to say, if you have any news, events or any information for us, then do drop us a line during the week. news@wykeregis.tv, news@wykeregis.tv. We would love to hear from you. Have a good weekend, have a good week ahead, and I look forward to being back with you next Saturday at 6 o'clock. Good night.